Thank you. Welcome to Geek News episode 17. My name is Jay, joined by Max and guests slash regulars at this point, Mike McGee and Dan. We are going to discuss some casting news. A lot of stuff has hit this week. Not to anybody's surprise, but Ryan Reynolds is officially Deadpool. We all saw it
What?
coming. This guy,
No way.
yeah, I mean, he did
That's
the
great.
voice in that short little tease they released over the summer, so it was just a matter of time. And he tweeted out a photo of Deadpool made of bullets the other day, which
Huh.
signified he was signed on. So I'm, I like Ryan Reynolds. I think he's good, even though he's in bad stuff a lot. But I think he is fine in them, if that makes any sense. But I mean, what do you guys have any thoughts on Deadpool casting? We kind of talked about this before, but.
I mean,
Ooh.
yeah, he's been talking about wanting to be Deadpool before he even was Deadpool. So,
Yeah.
yeah, it's about time he got his own solo movie. I think he's fine for the part. That'd be kind of cool. I just hope they kind of stick a little bit closer to his comic origins this time around and kind of wipe out Baraka Pool images from everyone's mind. With the exception that I hope he has the origin from his movie Just Friends, where Deadpool is originally just a fat kid who failed at school and life, and then he comes back as a merciless killer with a sense of humor.
There it is.
Other non-shocking casting news this week: Benedict Cumberbatch is. What's that?
I'm sorry. I'm still just recovering from learning that Ryan Reynolds made Deadpool. If you could just give me another minute. That's really shocking. Okay, I'm good. We can go. Do it.
Dan, do you want to add anything to Deadpool?
I mean, as you said, Ryan Reynolds. I mean, the part already has relatively low expectations, or not expectations, but I mean, it's already been done horribly. So yeah, there you go. See, I mean, the bobblehead could probably do it better than the Wolverine adaptation. So,
So in other words, you're saying
Ryan Reynolds is fine, I guess.
he's got nowhere to go but up.
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, as I was saying, Benedict Cumberbatch is Doctor Strange. Max is going to be shocked at this news. Anytime you add talent to your universe, that's awesome. I think he is one of the most talented up-and-comers right now in Hollywood. So I big fan. I mean, I watched Sherlock. He was good as the voice of Smaug, and I've seen some of his other work, and he's good in everything he does. So just adding him, I mean, looks like Marvel is stacking up their Sherlock Holmes actors. They got Robert Downey, now they got Benedict Cumberbatch, now they just need to get the guy who plays Sherlock on Elementary, and they got the trifecta.
That other show too, where the guy lives forever. That is Sherlock Holmes in disguise.
Forever.
Oh, Mr. Fantastic's show, yeah.
Yeah. No, that's Sherlock Holmes in disguise. I figured that show out. That's a Sherlock Holmes.
I believe so. I guess, we all kind of knew it was coming since he was in negotiations for several weeks, and then finally they're like, cool, let him have it. I was curious, though, did they say anything about, is it going to, because I know Marvel's has this things like, we don't want to do any more origin stories, let's just jump right into things going on. Was there anything to talk about that?
No, but I'm hoping it's not an origin story. I mean, he was referenced in Cap 2, and
Yeah,
I mean,
that's what I was...
it's pretty much coming at the tail end of this Marvel universe, because I have a feeling Phase 3 is going to be like the big climax. I couldn't see them doing an origin story during Phase 3, but I mean, who knows? We may. Anybody else on Cumberbatch?
I'm shocked. Wow. That's crazy news. I did not see that one coming. Pleasantly surprised. And wow, I mean, I would have never even thought Benedict Cumberbatch as Doctor Strange. That's great. That's great casting.
All right, let's get to some controversial casting. Mark Hamill is coming back as Trickster in The Flash. I'm just playing with you, Max. I'm saving the big news for later.
No, I'm really excited about this though. I'm very excited that Mark Hamill is reprising his role as Trickster in the Flash show. I love Mark Hamill. I love him. He does great voice work. So, while he has not really been in the the eye of the public a lot, he is the voice of the Joker. He does a lot of great voice work. So I love Mark Hamill. Obviously, Star Wars, Luke Skywalker. Give me a break. So happy that he's coming on the show because the Flash is a lot of fun. So it'll be good. It'll be good to see Mark Hamill.
Scott C writes, "Hell yes." Thank you, Scott, for listening to us. We
Holy
appreciate
Hell yes
it.
again, Scott.
God,
Thank you.
All right, next up is
Going through them.
the Suicide Squad.
yeah.
Will Smith as Deadshot. Max, what are your thoughts of Will Smith as Deadshot?
Oh, I don't know. At first I was kind of morally outraged, but then I was like, you know what? Why not? Why not? Let's do it. I mean, Will Smith can act enough to be Deadshot, and they got Tom Hardy in there as Rick Flag. That's a cool character. I'm really glad. That's already an interesting mix for the Suicide Squad. We got Jake playing Harley Quinn. What's her name from
Margot Robbie.
Right from Wall Street, and Pan Am also featuring Mike McGee.
For 5 seconds.
And, if you look close though, you see him. But no, it's good. The only major issue I have is one we haven't brought up yet, so I'll pass it along. Will Smith is Deadshot. I'm down.
Dan, Mike?
Dan, you want to go first?
Sure. I mean, again, I get the loser actor bouquet here, don't I? Again, he's got nowhere to go but up. I mean, the last couple movies, as long as his kid isn't in it, I'm good. He is a good actor, and he proved it. And then crappy movies ensued, so hopefully he can get it back up on a good level that befits Will Smith.
Mm-hmm.
Mike?
In terms of the cast, the majority of the cast we talked about, because I know we're saving that one casting thing for Max a little bit later. Yeah, Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn. That's the one I'm most excited about, just because she is smoking. So she's gonna make Harley Quinn like this international sex symbol of cinematic villainy. I hope that's screwballish and crazy. I don't know about the girl who's playing Enchantress. I've never really seen her before in anything else, but whatever, we'll see what she can do. It'd be fun to see Tom Hardy's mouth actually in this DC movie, so that'll be fun. Will Smith as Deadshot. At first I was kind of like, okay, that's a little weird, but you know what? We haven't really seen him in a seriously villainous role that doesn't have an amount of likability to it. I want him to. Deadshot is kind of anti-hero, sometimes full-on villain. I want to kind of see him play a seriously badass villain for once. And 3 stipulations: Deadshot has to be from West Philadelphia, born and raised. You got to keep Jaden away from it, and we got to have a nice music video to accompany. Here come the Suicide Squad.
Jaden's allowed to be in the movie, but only if Deadshot shoots Jaden.
He's got to be his first contract.
Yeah, that's the only way he's allowed in the movie.
Just get him to dress up in his white Batman outfit that he wore at Kanye and Kim's wedding.
Whatever, man. Let's not discuss any of that noise.
I know.
It's funny nobody brought up Jai Courtney because I guess none of us really care, right?
He's got a movie coming out, or
Will Smith is Amanda Waller. Yes, absolutely. God, that's bad. That is bad.
Well, thank you, Scott. You reminded me of one casting rumor for this movie. Apparently, Oprah Winfrey is up for the role of Amanda Waller.
I'm so down.
I'm down with that.
I want Amanda Waller to be fat. I want her to be big and fat and old.
And if the squad does a good job, they all get a new car, and if they don't do a good job, then they get their heads blown off. So
But they have to pay the taxes on the car.
there we go. Even worse punishment.
Just wait for the scene. You get out of jail. You get out of jail. You get out of jail. You all get out of jail.
Your head explodes. Your head explodes. Your head explodes.
Everyone's head explodes! Let's recruit Tom Cruise!
Oh,
So this movie already.
Last week we were talking about Will Smith, turning down Independence Day, and now it kind of makes sense. Will Smith has had a few clinkers in the past, and going this route instead of going the Independence Day route seems like he really wants to do something that's going to spark that career again. Because if he does Independence Day, sure, it'll be big, maybe. I mean, he'll be good in it because it's comfortable for him, but it's not going to wow anybody. If he does this and he plays a good, anti-hero, then he's got a hit, and that's what he needs right now. So it makes a lot more sense now that he would have turned down Independence Day to do this. So,
Yeah, if he does Independence Day, he gets typecast. So.
Mm-hmm.
And also with this casting, you have a bunch of young actors. It's nice to have he's not old, but I mean he's one of the older members of the cast who can add a little bit more charisma to it and be kind of the father figure for that type of group or that project at least. He'll be like the Bagger Vance of the DCU. Is what I'm saying.
And also, like Will Smith, his career and whatnot. There's not going to be Independence Day 3, 4, 5, and 6. There's going to be Suicide Squad 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
So,
or even a Deadshot movie, maybe.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, if he can swing, if he's got the chaps, they might give him his own shot.
All right. Next up, Terminator Genisys trailer.
Shy Courtney. There we go. That's what it was.
I watched it, and the first time I absolutely hated it, and then I watched it again, and I liked it a little bit, slightly more. I've heard things about the story, and I've heard that James Cameron gave his thoughts on what the story should be, and parts of it sound intriguing, and other parts of it sound horrendous. And in this trailer, that's what you got. You got some parts that looked like, oh, that's kind of cool. I like where they're going there. Oh no, Arnold Schwarzenegger with long gray hair jumping out of an airplane, like or helicopter. What the hell is going on? Like, I didn't need to see that. I saw that in Star Trek when they dove down. I mean, he made the same exact motions. Like, I don't know. Like, this movie trailer was exactly what I've been hearing in the news. Parts of it sound cool, and parts of it sound horrendous. Parts of the trailer looked really cool. Parts of the trailer looked so bad. So, I mean, I don't know what your guys' thoughts on this. I'm not watching any more trailers. I want to go see this movie. My expectations are already extremely low, so...
Well, time travel, has a habit of getting complicated sometimes. Well, especially with this, where they've gone back 3-4 times already now to try and kill this kid and his mom. And I'm just thinking, like, long-haired old Arnold, they just went back too far in time and got old Conan and brought him back by accident. So,
nice.
But that'd be kind of cool. Now that I'd go see that movie. I mean, yeah, I saw the trailer too. I mean, I can't just outright say like, oh, this is gonna be the worst thing ever. I gotta go see the full thing first. But there were some elements of it. I mean, at least some of the younger actors, like the girl they got to play young Linda Hamilton or Sarah Connor, it looks like Linda Hamilton, kind of, except she doesn't have the big 80s hair. So, and the pants and everything.
Thrones chick.
I'm kind of curious what Matt Smith, the 11th Doctor, is playing, because maybe they just got the guy to be like, okay, we got the guy who played Doctor Who, so that'll explain any time travel discrepancies, maybe. Just put the Doctor in there, whatever. Time travel explained.
One scene with the TARDIS in the corner explains everything. It's like,
exactly. It's not a fixed point, apparently, the war with the machines. Some Doctor Who humor. Doctor Who humor there for you.
Dan, what did you think of the trailer?
Dan, hit the button.
Hit the button, Dan. Yeah, right here. On the
Ah,
side.
there we go. Technical.
Other side, sorry, this side.
There you go. All right, we're all better now. All right. The first con against this is that I don't know how to pronounce it. It's supposed to be Genisys, but it's not spelled right.
Genisys.
No,
Gen-
put a Y in there.
Genisys.
Because,
I'm like looking at the blank YouTube page, going get Genisys. I don't know, but I like the old long-haired Arnold jumping out of shit. I thought it was pretty cool. like when he first shows up and he faces off against young himself.
Mm-hmm.
It looked pretty awesome. I mean, I do want to see this movie. I know it'll probably suck, but I still want to see it. So the trailer did its job. You got the awesome hot chick from Game of Thrones, so that's a major plus.
Oh, that's who it was. Khaleesi.
Yeah, that's
Khaleesi.
that's the dragon chick, Khaleesi.
I only know her as an albino, so.
Yeah. Well, her actual real hair color is brown.
Okay.
I've seen their little the round tables with the actors, and yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And the big huge guy was actually some dude from Venice Beach, so there goes that whole thing. but yeah, I mean, the Terminator trailer looks pretty awesome. I mean, I'm sure the story's going to be dumb, but as long as stuff blows up and Arnold, breaks stuff, I'm quite happy with it.
Maybe it's hip. Max?
Actually, I would be more down for this if Arnold wasn't in it. It's just he doesn't help movies anymore. It's just like, oh, now what's Arnold doing? And like every time you watch an Arnold movie, you're not watching it because he's good. You're watching it because he's terrible. It's like watching a Nicolas Cage movie. You don't really watch it hoping that Nicolas Cage does really, really well in this movie. But no, I mean, like, I'm down for the premise. Because like Mike said, once you get into time travel, especially once you get into Terminator time travel, it's all wonky anyway. So any story you really want to tell, you can. So, I don't have a problem with what they're doing, but I just do have a problem that they have the for real Arnold and they have CG Arnold in there. That's ridiculous.
Scott left us another. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, Rise of the Planet of the Terminators. Indeed, sir. I'm glad you're listening, man. That's awesome. I appreciate that.
Andy Serkis as Caesar Terminator.
I would love to see that. Caesar versus Arnold. There we go. There's a movie.
Oh no, dude! They sent Caesar back in time. Caesar's actually the T999. The first monkey, that space monkey that they sent back to test it.
Machines together, strong.
He's actually John Connor's father.
Oh, man.
And you've still got Doctor Who, so
There we go.
Shows up because wibbly wobbly time. I don't know.
Anything with the Mother of Dragons in it, I will pay to see. Joe, I actually don't agree with you, but she is pretty smoking hot.
Who knows? The dragons might show up in Terminator Genisys.
Sweet.
You never know.
That's true.
It just makes a better movie.
I'm glad they're using the T-1000. They're using the most awesome villain in the Terminator series. They're doing a lot of things right, but there's no way the movie's going to be that enjoyable for me because I know Arnold is going to take away every scene he's in, and then.
It's nice to see the machines are being more PC and making their T-1000s Asian.
Yeah.
Whatever, man. It's changing the times, man. There's Asians now.
Yep, there's Asians now.
Max, Arnold is like your grandfather that comes over to tell you the story about when he was younger that nobody really wants to tell to shut up, but because he's your grandfather, you don't tell him to go away. Arnold is like that in this movie. He wants to play the T-800, so they bring him back. They kind of are like, but he's Arnold. It's his thing. So
gather around the campfire, children. Let me tell you the story.
Get down.
Get down on your
I remember 30 years ago when I made the first movie. I mean, give me a break, dude. Like, get Arnold out of this thing. Everything else has changed except for Arnold.
Well, he does have human tissue around, the Terminator skeleton, though. So technically, it could age.
That's what James Cameron said. He says it
Yeah.
ages.
Yeah, but the dude who was the dude in the first one? What's that guy's name?
Michael Biehn?
Yeah, dude. He was in the first one, right? He's never come back. This is time travel. He could be back every time, but he's never come back. Take a hint.
But he died in 19.
But they go back into the future where he lives. He could be.
I'd rather have Arnold back than Christian Bale, says Scott.
This is true.
No, it's not true. Arnold you need to put Arnold on the shelf. Christian Bale.
No.
Bale is a victim of bad writing and bad directing.
Who's John Connor in
No.
this one? Who's John Connor in the Genisys one?
Who cares?
I can look
No,
it up. I'm going to introduce the new topic, and I'll look it up for you guys.
Yeah,
real quick.
sounds good. Like time travel discussion, this is getting long-winded.
Max.
Yes.
Jared Leto has been officially cast as the Joker. He is the Joker. He's going to be the Joker.
No.
But
All right,
you're
hunker down, everybody. Let's get it.
Oh my goodness, this is terrible news. This is absolutely terrible news. I can't stand Jared Leto. I think he's going to do terrible. Hopefully, Will Smith and Tom Hardy and Margot, whatever the hell her name is, all, pull up the movie where Jared Leto just absolutely ruins it with every second that he breathes.
Jason Clarke is playing John Connor.
Oh, okay, the guy from Zero's a Dark. Or he was in the Planet of the Apes one. Dawn.
Yeah.
But anyways, back to Max raging on Jared Leto.
I actually have not seen Dallas Buyers Club, so I guess he might have got good somewhere. I guess he won an award for it or something, so might want to check it out. I might be just talking some bull crap over here, but I hate him. I absolutely hate him, and I think he's terrible. So he's gonna make the whole movie bad.
The one thing I can say is, Heath Ledger.
Joe,
Oh,
Pete. I don't know if that's too soon, Joe. I freaking love you. You can only hope some tragic accident happens prior to him becoming the Joker, not after. Oh my goodness.
Now.
Oh, Joe, Max just fell in love with you even more, buddy. Like
God,
that touched his heart. You said what Max was thinking, but didn't have the heart to say.
Oh, no, I didn't even think. I didn't even know I was thinking that. But that is nail on.
Anyway, what I was saying about the Joker. Heath Ledger was an actor who wasn't he was in some good stuff. He was in some not so good stuff. And he hit it out of the park. I kind of have the same feelings as Max. I don't see how he's going to do this. I don't know if it's too soon since Ledger. I think that's still in everybody's brains right now. I don't know what kind of role he's going to have in this movie. I really don't know what to say. I mean, I haven't seen Dallas Buyers Club either, so I really don't have much of an opinion on Jared Leto. Just that I'm willing to give it a shot because when Ledger came out as the Joker, I was the biggest hater in the world, and he shut me up opening weekend. So hopefully Jared Leto can do the same. Mike.
He literally shook you up. Like he came over to your house. Is like, my performance is awesome. Wait a minute, he could have done that. He came back from the dead to shake you up, Jason.
Yeah.
Okay,
Mike
good.
should play the Joker. He has the voice down.
Well, here's how I kind of view it. It's like, and I'm going to actually lift a little bit from Dick Grayson's tenure as Batman a couple years back when Batman supposedly died, is that you got to view the Joker as just a role, like a James Bond or a Hamlet or whatever. Play it to suit your strengths. Jack Nicholson's Joker was him. It was just Jack in white makeup. Cesar Romero was like a walking, talking cartoon. Ledger went for the gritty, like, unnerving realism. We don't know what's being written for this characterization of the Joker yet. we don't know how they're going to have him approach the role, what preparation he has to do. So I'm going to leave my mind nice and open for it, because like Jason said, when I first heard about Ledger, yeah, I was like, oh, the dude from, what was that one, First Night or whatever? I'm
Nice.
like, yeah. I liked him in 10 Things I Hate About You, and I'll admit that I like 10 Things I Hate About You, okay? But I mean, but he was charming. I just can see nice, pretty boy Heath Ledger playing Joker. And then when I finally saw the movie, I was like, okay, I filled my pants with pee and poop. He scared me, definitely. Yeah, and other things. No. But Jesus. Anyways, I'm gonna approach this Joker with an open mind. I'm gonna be like, I haven't seen a thing of film yet, even from Batman vs Superman. Let's just see how it goes.
Dan.
And 30 Seconds to Mars.
No.
I think everything's been said about this one already, so I'll pass on that.
All right. The new Bond 24 has officially started filming today.
Nice.
I am excited for this movie for Christoph Waltz. You add him to any movie, and I am down to see it. I sat through Green Hornet because of Christoph Waltz. I've sat through a lot of movies because of Christoph Waltz, because he is that good. And
it's called Spectre, right?
Yeah.
Spectre, yeah, named after the group. Cool. Let's see that Joker. Let's see the Christoph Waltz Joker.
Oh my goodness.
I'm down.
You want to know how I got these scars? You want to know how I got these scars? Have a glass of milk. Sit down. Sit down.
Oh man. Christoph Waltz is awesome. Yeah, I'm excited for this new James. I mean, I like the James Bond movies, so it'll be good. Yeah, I'm glad. When's that supposed to come out? 17?
No, next November.
Yeah.
11 months.
All right.
Dan?
I just really hope it's more like Quantum of Solace and Casino Royale, and not so much the last one.
You weren't a Skyfall?
Skyfall was all right, but it was slow for a Bond movie.
Yeah.
It's from the guy who did American Beauty, so yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'd like to see his ancestral home. I don't like the whole build up getting there, and the whole villain's plan is pretty dumb, honestly. But I don't know. I just like fast spy things with cool stuff and sliding under trucks. That's what I like Bond to be.
Sliding under trucks.
Yes.
Oh, that is all I've got in the world of movies and television. Max and I are starting account at one of the local comic book shops sometime this week, so we will start reviewing comic books at some point towards the end of our show. Star Wars has their first comic book issue, which is canon, so I'm kind of looking forward to getting a hold of that and reading it. So, Dan, video game news? Anything?
Sure. All right, not a whole lot coming out lately. It's Christmas time, so they're pretty much just trying to sell you systems.
Mm-hmm.
But Sony and Nintendo both had their own digital events. Well, Nintendo's was a digital event. Sony had their PlayStation Experience, in which they showed you all kinds of stuff coming out for next year. One of the biggest pieces of news that Street Fighter V will only be on Sony. It will not be on 360, Xbox, ever. Capcom came out and they agreed with Sony that it would be theirs. Xbox said, well, we've got Killer Instinct, so hey.
Killer
Sony stuff coming out. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. I was remarking. Killer Instinct. Carry on.
Gotcha. Sony's they showcased Uncharted 4. They said that Persona 5 is coming out in the U.S. slightly after it comes out in Japan, and it won't have like a year and a half. Bloodborne is shaping up to be really cool, and they are 2 years late in giving us Yakuza 5, but we are finally getting it. I am a big fan of those. Yeah, go out and play them. They're pretty damn awesome. Nintendo showed us the first bit of Zelda for the Wii U, which looks pretty awesome, honestly. It looks kind of like a shell-shaded or slightly shell-shaded Skyrim.
Cell-shaded Skyrim?
Yes.
All right, say that 8 times fast.
No. No, I will not, sir. They also put out a bunch of Star Fox stills and said it would be out before Zelda, and Zelda's supposed to come out at the end of 2015.
Ooh, Star Fox. Now, see, that might get me into a Wii U.
Yeah,
Yes.
I like Star Fox.
Is there a trailer out? I'm sorry. Did you?
There's no trailer. They only had stills for it so far.
You can guarantee there's going to be barrel rolling. Definitely.
Yes.
No barrel
Yes.
roll!
Oh, God.
That right there is the brilliance of Nintendo. They have a property
Yes.
that everybody's interested in. Like Donkey Kong gets me, Max, Star Fox, like Smash Bros. Like they've got like 6 properties, but they're so popular that they can get people to buy systems. It's crazy.
Hey,
But
Scott,
the
are you
property-
still there? Scott, do you have a Wii U? You still here?
He's here.
Hmm?
Well, Scott said that they said the same thing about Resident Evil 4. I'm assuming when it came out exclusively, it eventually was no longer exclusive.
Yeah. Gotta give me a break. Everything's. You can't stop the system. All right.
About the
Did we
Street
talk
Fighter?
about Jurassic World?
Yeah,
Oh,
we
yeah.
we skipped over.
We did skip Jurassic World.
we did. Sorry.
Also looks terrible.
I disagree. I actually like that trailer.
Hold on. I got one
Let's
more
wrap up
game
the game.
news.
Yeah. Yeah, let's wrap up the game.
which is Nintendo finally said that Xenoblade X is actually coming out for the Wii U, which they teased it like 3 years ago, and they've been showing that same trailer since then. They finally have a new trailer, and it's coming out this year, and that's it.
Awesome. Scott C asks Max, yeah, I got a Wii U. Want to chill, Max?
All right. No. I guess that makes like 3 people I've heard of who have a Wii U. So that's crazy. That I know
I have
all.
one. If I'm not in that.
Right. That's you. That's Dan and Scott. So that's 3.
Awesome.
But yeah.
You can play Wii Sports or some shit.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Anyway.
There we go.
Touch on Jurassic World real quick. I actually like the trailer. I like the last image of Chris Pratt on the bike with the Raptors behind him. I thought that was freaking sweet. Yeah, I liked it. I don't know your guys' thoughts on the Jurassic World trailer.
I mean, what are we on? That's what Jurassic Park 4.
Jurassic World. Yeah, 4.
Yeah.
So it's 4 times that you either build some facility to hold dinosaurs, or you were on the island where the dinosaurs live, and people just get eaten. And I don't know how many times people have to get eaten for you to be like, you know what? Maybe we shouldn't just mess with these dinosaurs anymore. Maybe they're dead for a reason.
To quote Jeff Goldblum, yeah. Dinosaurs had their shot, and nature selected them for extinction. Yeah. No, I'm personally, I mean, whatever. As long as it's not like Jaws 3 where they got Jaws in SeaWorld, I want to see some large dinosaurs devastating a theme park. You know, I can see it more on that scale. I'll be excited for it, sure. But, yeah, I mean, it's the B-movie. It's cheesy B-movie stuff. It's our first genetically designed hybrid. I'm like, why would you make that?
Yeah, exactly. Like, oh, and then there's going to be a gigantic Tyrannosaurus thing with longer arms and like, better to kill you with, you know, like we made this apex predator. Why?
Well, and also the fact that like they got that big aquatic dinosaur, but they don't have like fences tall enough up to put them because that'll interfere with the splash zone. But that's part of it. That's part of that stupid, you know, cheesy B movie type stuff. I'm kind of looking forward to in this turnout.
Oh man.
What worries me
Yes.
It's not the walls. It's not the letting the tons of people into the park with the giant dinosaurs that are going to eat them. It's that one shot of those little kids.
Yes.
Because
Okay,
you know that's going to ruin the entire flick.
I agree. I'm kind of sick
Like-
of kids being involved in these Jurassic Park stories.
It's like, oh, we hung out on the plane, or we got on the boat, or what the hell, kids?
You got to imagine that's a Spielberg influence, because he's like, dinosaurs capture children's imaginations. Yeah, we know that. We were kids once too. Yeah, I get it. I kind of want to see a hardcore like Jurassic Park action film with like Chris Pratt and like adults actually tackling dinosaurs like SEAL Team 6 or whatever.
Arnold.
Travel back in time, get long-haired Arnold from Conan to come dive into a chopper and take out a pteranodon or something.
I've been waiting for you.
They're gonna get eaten in this one. It's gonna throw everybody for a loop.
I smell crossover.
T-Rex
to be you.
And then the hybrid T-Rex is gonna crack open the school bus and just dump
And then giant cybernetic Arnold's going to eat the dinosaur.
Oh man!
And then Ash is gonna show up and shoot them all with his boomstick.
Oh man!
And
He's
then
gonna chase the dinosaur's head off.
You guys have anything else to add to the show or anything?
Covered a lot.
GameIsland.com.
GoGameIsland.com for all your video games and entertainment needs. My name is Jay, joined by Max, Dan, and Mike. And check Mike out on MickG TV on YouTube. Lots of fun stuff and reviews. And yeah, good night.